Good evening. Welcome to the HideNet Sunday Night Week in Review. I'm Managing Editor Vera Dordick, and today is Sunday, June 3rd. This week in Brazil, things were a total mess because of the truckers' strike. Although it has been resolved, our Ronald Guiel reports that in addition to slaughterhouses having suspended production last week, nothing was shipped, and companies have mostly gone at least 10 days without invoicing anything. This makes the situation for hides even more complicated. In fact, the CICB said that there is an estimated loss of production of about 1.5 million hides, which will indeed have an impact on deliveries and future sales by Brazilian tanneries. Among the other stories we have this week from Latin America is one about how Mexican footwear makers in Guanajuato are forced to sell at prices lower than their production price because they work with very large buyers. And so that is an interesting story that you'll want to check out. Moving over to Europe, Andrea Gawolo reports that heavy cows are being increasingly requested, and as a result, prices are rising. This has also given some added benefits to sellers in Europe that you can read about in the report this week. Otherwise, veal skins continue to be expensive and hard to come by, and bulls are generally stable this week. Also, the big news is the new government in Italy and political pressures that are weighing on Europe, which Andrea writes about, along with the implications that these situations have for the hide and leather industry. Turning to the United States this week, steers were weakly steady and cows were again lower. In our news section, we have a video about how a drought is pushing more cows and heifers into feedlots and to packers and the effect that this will have on this year's harvest. In other big news of the week were the export figures, which were dramatically higher, with combined sales of over 800,000 and shipments over 500,000. There were some comments by sources about these numbers being skewed for a variety of reasons, which we discuss in our observations, which focus on how we currently really have a tale of two markets. So you'll want to check that out this week. So thanks for visiting with us tonight, and we will see you next week. Good night from HideNet.